The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We'll see another one right here.
Now it's second down here. Using his legs, it's Smith. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now, and he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught quickly.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, hit the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Impressive opening drive. The 10th play coming up. It's third down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Dogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second down now after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off here. He's found some room at the 45. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. He's looking deep here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one's straight down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will put it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the single back takes the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. A little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, What a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Bringing it out, it's Sanders. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made way down to the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Love this throw by the quarterback, Chris, because he gives his receiver a chance. I was always taught on a nice deep post route, put it up in the air and as far as you can throw it and let the receiver run underneath it. Let him adjust his timing. It's exactly what they were able to do here, and they get a big gain.
Bringing pressure. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of blow your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Handoff to the right side. Runs right over the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice gain.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback.
And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the defense look slow that time. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's running. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll hand it off. Fighting him off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope for defense and get a quick stop. Bringing it out. It's Sanders. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Rifles this football to the left. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, he was keeping him out of the end zone.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the sidelines and a tightrope catch made there. Good.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And they'll use the ground game here. He's got room looking for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Keeping it on the ground here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Powerful running here. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Just nowhere to go on that run play. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Nice job of that defensive front.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And that will pick up a 1st down. We'll spot it at 38.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff heading left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking for a gap. It's Smith. Trucks through the defender. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Single back takes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the 1st down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
Just runs through a man. A mismatch. He's tackled out at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump in front here in the 4th. Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And solid defense on that play.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Bulldogs pick up enough to get a first down there. From the shotgun, drops back. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? They'll try to run this one in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on first and goal. Now they take a sack here on second down. Offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator, because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. And he knocks that one right through. The ball game is tied heading down the home stretch. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important second down play call. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. You see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. And now the handoff. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Smith. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offensive great scoring position here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. Bringing it out, it's Sanders. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.